Hello guys, good afternoon and welcome back. Alright, so in this video I want to show us how to cut the back panel of our female trouser, right? Now I believe most of us must have watched the previous video I made on how the front panel was drafted. Please, if you have not watched it, kindly go back to my previous video and watch it, or check the comment section or the description box of this video, which I will drop the link that will lead you to that particular video, right? So now I'm trying to arrange the panels this way. Now this is just so perfect. Even before sewing, you should be seeing the fitting it will give your client or your customer, right? So trying my best to arrange it properly. So I had to just give space at the sides, and then I will also give extra inch for the back um extension, right? So here I will arrange it properly this way, arrange properly this way, then make sure the fabric is balanced. If you note the ankle, the line I drew is corresponding with the line on the fabric, right? Don't tilt the fabric. Make sure you don't tilt the fabric. So now you arrange it properly. Take your time, please. Don't be in a haste to make sure that the panels are properly balanced, right? Arrange it the way you are seeing me do mine. Then after this, I am going to extend the crotch line at the back panel, right? I am going to extend this crotch line at the back panel, making sure that the curvy area has 2 inches extra, and also there should be a little space left at the hip area, which you will see how it's being patterned. So make sure as well the underneath fabric are equal, right? Any mistake you do here will affect your total finishing. So here I am arranging all the panels this way. So now I will bring my ruler, and then I will extend this line on the crouch this way. That's the first thing to do. Now the next thing to do now is to add extra 2 inches here. 2 inches for the back extension, 2 inches all through, 2 inches all through that way, add 2 inches all through this way. So this will serve you for your sewing allowance and your inseam allowance, and your weaving allowance as well. You can decide to add 2.5 depending, right? Bear in mind there are other methods I use, which I also make a time to show us as we progress in our learning course, right? But just make sure you follow this pattern first in making this particular trouser for a female. It comes out very nice on the body, right? So now, after this, now the next thing you're going to do here is to raise the back panel by 2 inches, right? Or 1/3, 2 inches or 1/3. Then use your hip curve and then curve it this way. If you note how the curve is going, right? The curve might not necessarily go straight. It can go a bit curvy this way. Then after this, then you measure the waist. Push out 1.5 inch from the front panel. Look how the tape was positioned. Push out 1.5 inch from the front panel. Then, because I don't want the back waist to gape at the back. That's gaping means giving gap at the waist region. So I'm trying to manipulate the stuff there. So I'm pushing out 1.5 inch from there, that way. So push 1.5 inch out from the waist. So then mark your new waistline, which is 36.5 or thereabout. So then after which you put extra 2 inches there, right? Put extra 2 inches. So this waistline same to fall in, right? Then here is 2 inches as well, 2 inches as well. Then from here you connect with your freehand sketch, raise the front panel up this way, then connect all through. So now you use your freehand sketch and connect this way. So see how it is, right? The words fell in. Please note that area, very, very important, right? Try to pay attention on that backwards. Now look at how I'll connect this. Now remember that the backwards was extended 1.5 inch off from the front panel, right? So cutting here in this form, make sure you cut as shown, cut in that form, right? Then you now cut from the resin, cut from the resin, cut all through that way. All right, now see how it will be connected. Just pay attention to this. So see how the back west of the back panel is falling in, right? So see how it will be connected. Then also cut from here as well. Cut from there as well. Make sure everything is nicely cut. Cut all through this way. And then the next thing to do now is to connect the back west to the hip points. So I will use my hip curve. Then watch how I'll place this hip curve this way, right? In this hem manner. Note importantly, just connect it back to that 1.5. So it was as if the back west was shifted, right? In order to enable the back crotch area to fall in. So from here, you also cut. So here, this is how you can cut the back panel of this particular trouser for a lady or for a female, right? So the sewing remains the same, right? There are some ones you can push out 3 inches, 2.5. It all depends on the customer's size. It all depends on your customer's size, right? So you make sure it's properly done, cut all through that way. So the next things we are going to cut here will be the components, the flap, the pocket facing, the band, the bed loop. Now, which we follow the normal cutting measurements, which I have listed out on my previous videos on how to cut a male trouser. So kindly subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and also comment how explanatory this video might be to you or how impactful this video is. So now I am notching the front pockets depth and the width as well, right? So the gumming stage remains the same. If you have not learned how to gum, please kindly visit my channel and watch other videos on gumming, how to gum a trouser. It follows the same procedure, the same processes. There is no difference in the gumming stage, right? So this is how this trouser is being cut, the front and back. The reason I had to do them one after the other is for you to understand. So I'm trying to mark, differentiating the front panel from the back panel by marking a hash mark on the wrong size of the fabric. So after this, you fold this way, and then you bring the components that came out from the trouser, and then you cut out the pocket facing, the flap, which the flap measurement is 2.5 inches width by 9 to 10 inches length. The pocket facing remains 4 inches width by 10 to 11 inches length, right, for a standard trouser. So here, once you're done with that, now you can now proceed with the gumming stage of your trouser. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, share, and also tell me how impactful this video is to you, right? So this is the pocket facing and the zip flap I'm trying to cut out with the measurements I have mentioned earlier. So make sure that you follow the processes you are seeing in this video and make your own cutting available. All right guys, see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.